Gonna set up the live.
Just warn my young lady right now.
Yep.
So for 30 minutes, it's going to be for okay? Yeah. Hear what I said? Yeah. For 30 minutes, please don't knock on the door and go live on Facebook. Okay. Okay. But there will be something later on that we're going to do that's fun for you. Okay. Fun for me. Yeah. Whether it's one up for live, something. I don't know. I know that you are a foodie. You like that. So yeah, we'll figure something out. Or maybe go for entertaining games or golf or whatever.
I'm going live, Mom.
Otherwise, I'm going to be.
Mom too. All right. We got 5 minutes. I don't want to go live before that because I know there were some people that were waiting to get on. So we'll just
Yeah, absolutely. No, we want to be prepared for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make an announcement last time.
Okay. Going live in 5. Going live in 5.
Yeah. Today I'm going to the Spa La Bella, the ones that joined from Tawasin, and they're sucking on my fat out of my chin. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do it on live. It should be fun.
Oh my goodness.
Right? It's gonna be funny. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so do you need to use the washroom or grab a drink or anything?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll be ready to go. All right. Just 3 minutes is taking forever.
Of course, I didn't have to use the washroom until you said it.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I'm good. I'm back. I'm good.
Oh, my cousin just said they have a sturgeon farm in Seashelt, and he's friends with the owner of it. So I can go for a tour, and they release sturgeons. That's so cool. I want to do that. Such a random thing, but like I'm excited to do it. I was like, what? Where is this place? What is it? I want to go. Oh, come on. We got a couple minutes. I'm just trying to. Come on, time. I could have probably done it sooner, but.
No, that's okay. No, this is good. I wrote some notes yesterday, and then I'm like, okay, I'm rewriting my notes, just triggers of what I, what's important.
Yeah.
Just
totally.
create that curiosity, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's just go live, whatever. By the time I do the introduction, people jump on.
Yeah. And you could always, jump live and then just say, hey, we're starting in a minute or two. We're just looking, we're just waiting for people to get on.
Okay, it's preparing the live stream. And I think it's going to echo. It happened to me before, so I just want to make sure. All right. So I'm super excited. because we have an amazing treat for you guys. Welcome everybody that's tuning in from the Beauty Squad. I'm actually going to, got it. I'm actually going to just close that part so I can see us like real time. It's kind of funny when things go like that back and forth and you see two screens. Last time I had a major echo, so I'm just gonna make sure we're live in the group. And then, oh yes, we are. Awesome. Well, I'm super excited. So I had a phone call yesterday from Tracy and she's like, hey girl, I want to help you out. What can we do for you? And you know, it's very rare that you meet somebody that's kind-hearted and generous and actually really wants to serve and help people. And you know, I didn't even know that this was available. I've been working with Tracy for the past 6 months, I would say 6 months to a year now. You know, she's helping me through my disability challenges. We got the disability tax credit, which was absolutely awesome. I didn't know that was available. Most of you guys know that I'm actually building this business because I have an injury and I can't work. I need spinal surgery. So, you know, obviously I need financial support and things coming in before I can take 3 months off to have my surgery. And, you know, you know, my whole life I wasn't prepared. I still am not prepared. So I'm grateful to meet somebody like Tracy. You know, she's really been guiding me. You know, since working with her, I actually have my retirement disability savings plan, and I have over $10,000 in there. Like, I don't even know what I did, but I'm grateful to her because I have a backup plan when I retire. You know, we did the disability tax credit as well. And she's like, you know, you should actually really apply for, you know, the permanent disability because you actually are injured, that you can qualify for it. So, you know, now I'm working on that with her, which is absolutely amazing. And the government has a $500 rental top up that you can also qualify for people in situations like me. So Tracy, I wanted to introduce you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Most of the people know you. You know, you're dancing queen at my birthday. I had the best time ever with you. You're always welcome here. Me and my mom are so grateful for you. But like, tell us a little bit about yourself and, you know, a little bit about why you're so passionate about helping others.
Thank you, Callie. And, you know, I just have to say, it's beautiful working with somebody like you. You're so coachable, right? You apply the principles. And I think that's a big part because we can have a big, strong desire to be financially independent. But if that wanes, it can't help you. You know what I mean? And
it's actually scary looking at all of your finances and what you haven't paid attention to your whole life and then taking it all head on. Like, I've literally like done everything. I even just recently got Legal Shield as well, so I could have like all of my documents for the company and all of our contracts and everything checked and make sure everything's good for the Beauty Squad too. So I actually have to thank you for that as well, because I didn't know that that was available. So yeah, it's kind of scary when you like look into your life.
Well, then it's interesting because money is something everybody wants more of, but nobody wants to talk about it and nobody wants to look at it. And I think a big part is because a lot of us are not in a great financial position. You know, you think about the last couple of years and inflation is like, I don't want to look. But the reality is, one of the laws of the mind is what you focus on grows, right? And so if you're focusing on building wealth and financial independence, things will come up. My background is I worked at TELUS for 20 years, got married, had 2 kids, loved my job at TELUS. The future wasn't so friendly. And then I became a single parent and I did what most people do. I worked more jobs. I worked 3 jobs and thought, I'm going to get an incredible tax refund.
Yeah, right.
Don't take enough off, and I ended up owing money. And so I realized, so I worked 3 jobs for 3 years and I did something that was comfortable, which is become a caregiver, because as you mentioned, I really care about people, want to help. And then I totally stepped out of my comfort zone and got licensed in the financial industry. 13 years I've been fully licensed with a company. Here's the thing. People say they love their job. My question is, would you do it for free? I do it for free sometimes, right? A lot of the information, right? Absolutely. So I do provide a lot of information that most financial coaches won't, because there's not a lot of money in it, right? But because I worked with people with diverse abilities, it was really important to me because they have multiple barriers. The financial one is the biggest one. So I'm definitely looking for people that want to help people big time.
Well, yeah, for me, the biggest thing is like right now I have a disability. I can't go and get a regular job. Even like working on clients, I can maybe do one or two a week before I get massive headaches and like I lose the feeling in my thumbs. And it's very scary when you don't have a backup plan. And it's great to know somebody like you that knows what is available to people that are, like I don't look like I have a disability or I don't look like I have an injury, but you guys don't really understand the amount of pain and suffering that I go through and why I'm so passionate about building the beauty squad. It's insane.
Absolutely. And by the way, the $10,000 that she has, she put $0 into that account. Some people found a way for the government to completely pay for their retirement, right? And by the way, I don't look like I have a disability either.
Yeah.
Year ended in 2021. I deal with some chronic pain. I applied. I'm like, here, I'm showing everybody how to apply for it, and yet I haven't done it for myself. Well, I received $1,787 in a refund last year.
Nice.
That, right? So
Yeah.
there's two parts to that. Not only do you get a tax credit, but you also have up to $90,000 available in grants and bonds for people that are under the age of 49. So here's the question.
Oh, what else can I get?
Right, exactly. What grants and bonds do you qualify for that maybe you don't know about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what if I can help you get access to it? The other part of it is I know the RESP, there's so much confusion out of there. And part of it, I think, is people have, there's really three types of RESPs. And if you signed up with the wrong one, where there's a lot of limitations, there's a lot of fees. That's one of the things. So there's three types. And I take a very educational approach. I promise you, you won't sign something you don't understand. Because I think the financial industry complicates the bejesus out of things so that you just sign and feel stupid. And that was me.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like I've been dealing with this injury since 2010. So, although we only met just a couple of years ago, I avoided your calls and I apologize to you because, it wasn't the fact that I didn't want to learn. It was the fact that I was, first of all, uneducated. Second of all, I didn't want to start another business, but like, even still, the point of it is you don't know what's available to you until you're open to having the conversation and learning about it, right? So I'm very, very grateful to you. And I want to again apologize because you pretty much are saving my life with learning all of this information and me handling all of this stuff that I'm dealing with in the background that nobody knows. Nobody knows my stress because I don't show it because, I'm trying to build a business and inspire others. But you guys, I'm hurting. Legit. Like I gotta be real. It's not easy when I'm putting all of my income that I do receive into building a company that's not even launched yet. And I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, but I don't have a backup plan. If I was to get injured today, like how's my mom gonna get taken care of? That's scary. Like I don't have children yet, but that scares me even more. You know what I mean? Like I'm almost in tears. I'm like, geez, I need a will. I need a power of attorney. I need all of these things like to make sure that like, if something were to happen to me, this company is going to continue to run when I'm not around. I don't have, like, I'm dealing with all that right now and it's scary. It's so scary taking and tackling all of this on because I've avoided it my whole life.
Absolutely. And I think, financial independence, a successful business, it all starts with a plan, right?
Yeah.
Looking at all that stuff, uncovering the rocks. We do a complimentary needs analysis, no cost, no obligation. We look at all those areas. If you're doing all the right things, keep it. But what if we could do better? We do believe there's two big financial risks in life. One is we die too soon. So if you're young and you're married, you've got kids and you've got a lot of financial responsibilities, debt, if something were to happen to one of the breadwinners, it would devastate the family. I
want to actually touch on that because you guys, if you guys are awake and paying attention to what's going on right now, people are just dropping. You guys, do you have your backup plan? Are you prepared? Is your family taken care of? We have to have these conversations right now because the government is not like, we have to have all of this stuff in place. If you don't, everything that you own will go to like the government and your family won't get anything. Like we have to wake up. And this scared the shit out of me. You guys, wake up. Pay
Yes.
attention to this. You have children. There's stuff here. Tracy's going to tell you what's available for your children as well. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to keep it quite short. I don't want to overwhelm people, but you guys can reach out to Tracy on your own, DM her. I'll make sure to tag her in this post. But you guys listen and pay attention to what's available right now that you can, can get a hold of.
Absolutely. We're all about building intergenerational wealth. The two big risks is we die too soon, and then the rest of our family is suffering. Now, the reality is only 5% of the people die before 65. So that is not the biggest financial risk. But if you're one of that 5, I went from 1 job to 3 jobs because my second income disappeared.
What if you just get injured?
Absolutely. The foundation of the house is loss of income. So whether it's injury, whether it's, passing away. So we want to protect the families, but for the least price possible. A lot of people have insurance with the savings component. And I just want to encourage you, please reach out to me. I'll analyze it. I'll show you exactly what it has. If it's the right thing, keep it. Don't change the thing. But here's the biggest financial risk. Only 5% of the people are in a really good financial position at 65. So imagine going from $5,000 a month, and the average pension paid out last year from the government was $15,000 per person. So $1,250 a month. By the way, that's about the price you get on PWD.
You can't even pay rent with that.
Exactly. And so the couple questions to ask yourself, like, if you don't make a change, what will it look like in 20 years from now, 25 years from now? Again, we do the ostrich thing. 2020 happened. Nobody wanted to look at their money, right? But 3 years later, everybody's kind of, and we have no choice. The cost of food, and there's so many different benefits. So what bonds, what grants are available? I know, for instance, a lot of people don't open up an RESP. 2 reasons. One, they don't understand it, or they don't have money to contribute. Did you know that if you're low income, there's up to $2,000 in Canada Learning Bonds for free just by opening up the account?
What? I didn't know about that one. I could learn something new.
Absolutely. Did you also know that only in BC, all children in BC between 6 and 9 qualify for one-time 1,200 grant, putting no money in? I can meet somebody today, open up the account, and the end of next month, $1,200 just magically appears from the government. Some people
like why wouldn't parents want that for their kids? Why wouldn't you want to make sure that your children are protected and you have a backup plan ready to go? I don't even have kids and I'm backing up the plan.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, any money you put into it, the government adds 20% on top of it. So some people found a way for the government to completely pay for their children.
So like you mentioned, let's just talk about my situation. So every year before January, if I put a certain amount, the government matches my retirement disability savings.
Yes. So if you qualify for a disability tax credit, and by the way, I help people do that at no cost, no obligation. There are companies that charge 25 to 33% of their tax refund. The most vulnerable Canadians are being ripped off, in my opinion. So I do that at no cost, no obligation, and usually they open up the RDSP with me because I'm a specialist there because of the added value, or they refer me to other people. So that's how I get compensated. But how the RDSP works is if you qualify for the DTC, you'll open up the account. They're going to look how far back does it go and what was your income during that time.
Mine was from the date of my injury.
Exactly. So if you make under about 32,000, they will give you $1,000 bond every year, backdated up to 10 years. So 10 grand, which is where your money come from. But every year at the end of February, there's another $1,000 automatically happens as long as you do your taxes. So that's it, that and forget it. But here's the beautiful thing. If you put in $500 into this account, the government adds $1,500 on top of it. The next 1,000 you put into that account, they add 2,000. So if somebody literally put in $1,500 per year or $125 a month, the federal government will add $3,500 in grants plus the $1,000 bonds. That's $6,000 per year over a 20-year time period. Actually, is $90,000 that the government puts in, never mind what you put in, never mind putting it in a qualified investment.
And that's until you reach which age? What age? I'm
not
sure doing the math.
Yeah, until 49, right? Until 49. And they will also backdate those grants as well. So if it goes back 10 years for somebody, if they put in $3,500, the federal government adds $10,500 on top of it.
And you don't have to pay it back?
you don't pay it back. No, this is all,
Christ.
this is your retirement, right? Now, there's
Yeah.
only one catch. I want to make sure people understand the catch. We believe in three accounts: one, emergency savings, 3 to 9 months of living expenses, 3 to 10 year, you're saving for something. A TFSA is one of the best vehicles. By the way, the biggest benefit is you pay no taxes on the growth. Most people have their TFSA sitting at a bank getting 1%. It's not growing, but the set it and forget it. So with the RDSP, you're putting money in, they're putting money in, they stop at the age of 49. And then there's a hold of a 10-year time period where the government won't put any, the federal government, there's a BC endowment fund, by the way, but which is available after 50. So I always look for ways to put money in people's pockets, because if I provide value, they're going to refer me. They're going to.
Yeah, I've referred you a bunch of people.
Absolutely.
I know quite a few that have gotten either the disability tax credit or the grant for their kids. Like there's so much money that people don't know about, and this is just an educational. I was so compelled after Tracy helped me yesterday apply for the $500 top up from the government that I was like, we have to share this tomorrow. Like I just finished applying for it. I'm like, okay, we have to share this in the group. Like there's somebody that needs this right now. Everybody's struggling, like people's getting their jobs cut back and, getting sick and they can't go to work. Like you need that extra help. Like we need that extra help right now. All of us could use it. So I'm
absolutely.
grateful.
When CERB was around, or the $1,000 emergency benefit, I was always sharing that information because, I can't really talk to people about insurance and investments and preparing for the future if they can't pay their rent and buy their food. So we always got to look at what do you need, then how do we enhance what you're doing? So that's a huge, big thing. And here's the thing, we work really hard our whole lives so that we're in a position where we don't have to work. But it's not going to happen without a plan. It's been proven that you have 4 times the net worth if you work with somebody who cares about you. And by the way, I'm not product based, I'm plan based, right?
Yeah, and it's it's safe to say that not everybody is as heartfelt and cares as you do, and I thank you for that, and thank you for being here and being part of our community and actually leading with your heart, not with your wallet. You know what I mean? Like it's a big difference when you're actually working with somebody like you compared to people that just want to get paid and then you never see them again. Like I'm grateful.
Absolutely. The sales filter is one of the biggest things. And let me just probably end with this. Now, there's 3 things trying to get your money. You work really hard for your money, and there's 3 things trying to get it. And to remember the acronym, everybody likes Tim Hortons. Yes, we're get it. So Tim, the first one is taxation, right? Whenever you make money, whenever you spend money, the government wants their portion. So what if there are ways to either defer paying taxes until you retire, or you pay no taxes on the growth whatsoever, which is a TFSA. So taxation, even when you pass away, they're looking for your money. And if you don't have a will in place, the lawyers want their money as well. So that's the other one is inflation. If you're getting 1% at the bank and inflation's 5 or 6%, what is happening to your money over time?
It's getting smaller and smaller.
Absolutely. So we want to look at how do we beat inflation, or at least keep in line with inflation. But here's the third thing. It's market fluctuations. The markets go up and the markets go down. And we are so emotionally attached to our money. When the markets go down, we go, oh my God, I need to sell. Well, it's the worst thing that you can do. It's a really good time to buy, right? Yes. The stock market is the only market people run away from on sales. So the markets were down quite a bit last year. Right now, if you wanted to save on foods and they said, hey, everything is 20% off, wouldn't you try to buy as much as you can rather than run away from the store?
Totally.
Right. So we just want to help people understand if you're in it. And when it comes to investments, it's really about the time frame, your knowledge. I always ask lots of questions to find out what that looks like, so we put them in the right vehicle. If it's a longer term, you can afford a bit more risk and the ups and downs of the market. But if it's money emergency,
I think I have what, $25 come out. I believe it's once a month. Like I don't even notice it. You know what I mean? Like, well, and it's going towards something. It's going towards me.
Absolutely. And I think that's the biggest challenge. We go to our banks, right? Because they're trusted institutions. Did you know that they can lend out $40 for every dollar that they get?
Well, so let me ask you. The other thing too is I've seen them lock people's out of their bank accounts, and that's scary even more. So
absolutely.
Well, like look what happened when people all went on the convoy. Like all their bank accounts got locked. Did they, hopefully they had more than one account or some kind of backup plan, because, you know, the government monopoly is like, sometimes you don't really have a say in how your life is run anymore. This is
Absolutely.
a way for you to take control of your life and for your kids.
Well, and a big part is we just bypass the bank. The bank does one of two things with your money. They don't just hold it in a savings account for you for 40 years. They put it to work. They either lend it back to your neighbor at 19%. I want to encourage people to Google the rule of 72, or they put it with professional money managers. Now, most people, you know, what if you had access to what wealthy people do for as little as $25 a month? You can have professional money managers managing that money, put it in the market. Amazon went up by 42% in 2021, right?
Yeah.
I think we all know why. Now, it didn't do that last year, but it's really the time frame. And really the best way to do this is to meet people one-on-one. What if a 15-minute conversation with me will help you think a little bit different about your money?
Mm-hmm.
And we also do a complimentary plan. Normally, you know, financial institutions charge $2,000, $2,500 to get a plan in place. We do it at no cost. And
actually, it's really quick and easy too, because it's all online. Like, we did everything for my health insurance and all the things, like, just like with a click of a couple buttons too. You know, it was really, really convenient.
Absolutely. And I know some people are uncomfortable talking about money. So I will say this, we do have videos, right? When COVID hit, we transitioned all online. We do our appointments online, but we also have some videos. So there's a 17-minute video on how to build a strong financial house. There's a 5-minute budgeting video and a worksheet I can give to people so they can watch how to budget. And there's also the biggest challenge, in my opinion, to most people, not enough money coming in. You can have 2 really good jobs in 2 households, and it's still just not enough money. So we do have a business opportunity as well for people that are wanting to make more money from home, learn about money and about business. So we do have a 19-minute video, talks about the company concept and compensation. So I just want to encourage, you know, I customize, I meet people where they're at. I find out where they want to go, and I provide a step-by plan to get there. No cost or obligation. I only get paid if you see value in something that I do, and then the companies we work with pay me a finder's fee. So just so how people understand how I get compensated. But this is the biggest way. Referrals, happy campers, right? People have been messing with the industry.
Like, I'm grateful. Like, the government is going to send me $500. You know what I mean? And now that I know that there's the other education one available and certain things, like, we're going to be doing those too. I'm like, I could take a course, like, maybe I could take a course to help me with what I'm doing with the beauty squad. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? There's got to be something available that will add value to what I'm doing. Why wouldn't I?
Right. So the RESP is meant for kids under the age of 18. However, people with disabilities, as an example, you can get a reduction on your gas. You can get a reduction on your insurance. You can actually get they will pay for some courses for you. There's a customized government benefit finder that I can send to people.
Yes, I need that.
Right. So there's just so much out there, and it has been proven if you work with somebody that actually cares about you, 4 times the net worth and the ability to actually retire without having to go back to work or being stressed about money. It's the biggest stressor we all experience. We think about money every day, but we don't want to look at it. We don't want to plan for it. But if you do, and you just, you know, open up that opportunity.
I've never taken such a deep dive into my life than I have this year. Like, everything, health, wealth, like every single thing. And, you know, I never thought at 41 years old that I would have a will or a power of attorney or any of this kind of stuff. But again, like, I'm injured. I don't know if I could slip on some ice and fall and end up paralyzed tomorrow. I don't know. We never know, right? That's the scariest part about it, is like, you need to prepare yourself now. You need to prepare for your children. You need to prepare for your significant other, and you need to have a backup plan. And that's why I was compelled to do this live today, because I think it's very important, although it's very scary. We have somebody, Carrie Ann, just reach out to Tracy and book a private call with her. She'll be happy to help you with that. I'm in the process of doing mine as well. But yeah, so, and you know, anybody that has any questions, anybody that needs any advice, book a private call with Tracy. She's been tagged in this post. She's willing to do a complimentary analysis For me, like, I was very overwhelmed. I hid out for quite a while on it, but I'm glad that I took it on, because, if you want to create something significant in your life, you have to look at all these things and look at all areas of your life. So thank you. Like, this is awesome. I'm gonna get back. I was applying for my other disability thing. I was just waiting for one document, so I'm gonna get back to that. And thank you for being you. Thank you for taking a stand for other people.
And thank you for being you as well. And one last thing I will mention, a lot of people have accumulated a lot of debt over the last couple of years. We also look at how do we eliminate your debt as quickly as possible, losing, possibly saving thousands of interest. Now, what if you take the debt payments that you were paying and now put it towards your financial independence? So
I'm like almost in tears. I'm so grateful.
it's all of that stuff. And I didn't grow up with financial security, and I took a business mastery course and realized, because I didn't grow up with it, I wanted to provide it to other people. And I want to be an advocate for people that maybe can't speak for themselves, right? And
That's me.
You're going to make me cry.
I am crying. See, that's what happens when you lead with your heart, you guys. You give a positive impact to change somebody's life. That's the whole point of this community that we're creating. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. I can just give you a hug through the computer.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take all my makeup off anyways. I'm going to get all my everything tightened today, so they're gonna wipe everything off anyways. I had literally only put it on because I didn't want to look like on this live. But no, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for to learn. I'm grateful for the backup plan. I'm grateful to have somebody for you for advice. Like, it's really opened up my eyes to where I was hiding out in my life. And it's scary. It's really freaky. Like, it's a wake-up call. If anybody's watching this and you don't have a plan and you're not prepared, call Tracy for sure. She'll really give you some great advice.
Thank you, Kelly. And I really appreciate you doing this. And my goal is to build an army of people that want to serve other individuals. And my heart is definitely for people with diverse abilities. There's not a lot of money in it for me. I'm just going to tell you straight up. But I did watch the new reality, and this is what really hit me. That people were looking at medically assisted suicides that had disabilities, and not because of the pain, not because of the disability, the abject poverty they're forced to live in, and no hope. So I want to provide hope for people. I want to let people know what is available. I can post the customized government benefit finder on the website today. That's just open information. But and DM me if you want to have any of the videos and just look at it before you decide to meet with me, or meet with me for 15 minutes, whatever works best for you, so we can customize it for you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for getting on. Thank you for doing this call. It's not an easy conversation to have, especially with other people like myself included. I'm including myself in this category because I never paid attention to this before. But I'm grateful that you keep calling me and making sure that I like snap out of it and I stop hiding out and sabotaging my own life. So I appreciate that so much. And, if anybody's watching this, reach out to Tracy. She would be happy to assist you. And I want to just say thank you for your time today. And I think that's a perfect close for us.
Absolutely. And thank you for being vulnerable as well, Callie, because I know it's not easy to share.
No, you guys, I've been dealing with an injury for so long, and I need to get my shit together if I'm going to build this company. Like, this is straight up, like, I don't have any other option. This is my future. This is the only company, like, job that I have is the beauty squad. So I need to make sure that my health and finances and everything else is taken care of, so this company can stay around when I'm not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. And love to have a conversation, and let's continue sharing and caring.
Yes. Awesome. That's what the whole point of this group is. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Callie.